This is the cut. There's no intro video. We're getting right into it. So this is the before. Spin them around, spin them around. And right here I'm using my cordless wall magic clips for the balding. And I take this all the way around. All the way around. You guys see me take it all the way around. But I will be primarily working on the right side of the head, like always in my videos. Now I wanted to use the magic clips for the whole video, but they started snagging when I wanted to make the second guideline. So I actually had to use the fast feed, so I'm not going to talk about the magic clips. And I like them, but for some reason that day, I guess his hair was a little wet and they won't cut wet hair. So yeah, you'll see, I actually show you guys a clip of it snagging the hair. So here's the ANDIS T outliners. He does have a 5-star shaver, but it wasn't charged, so I just used the T outliner to get as close to the skin as I could. And this will be like a mid to high fade. Make sure you pull the skin. So you just want to do wet your hair.
What?
Now I don't want to grip.
You can wash the shit out of it. I was trying to wait till it dry.
Ooh, I know you felt that. Yeah, so it wasn't working, as you can see. So I pull out the fast feeds. I love the fast feeds. I use them every day at work. And I make my first guideline by opening them up halfway and making my guideline, my guide area, or whatever you want to call it, about 1 inch wide. And the reason I make it so wide is because it makes my blend look a lot better. So yeah, take it all the way around. See? Take my joint all the way around. And like I said before in one of my videos, the guidelines help you stay balanced. Make sure it's in a nice and clean area too. So now I'm going to close the blade just above all the way closed. Is it halfway closed or halfway open? But half closed, I'm gonna say, because I'm going down, and it's just going to be just about closed, and that's going to help me knock out this bald line. So is it halfway closed or halfway open? I guess it's based on like if you're opening it or you're closing it, right? That makes sense, right? I guess. But anyway, yeah, I'm knocking out this bottom line. You see how easy it's falling out. It's important that you get used to the clippers that you're using, and I use my fast feeds every day. And by the way, none of this equipment is mine. This is all his equipment, stuff that he's accumulated over cutting his hair. And what I'm doing here is I'm just getting out the dark spots. I'm just polishing this area up basically before I move on to the next thing. Yeah, this is just all his equipment that he's acquired over time because he cuts his own hair. He's in the military. That's actually my best friend, y'all. He's deployed in Afghanistan right now. So shout out to him. Shout out to my man Jeremy. So this is the ANDIS magnetic guards. This is the 0 closed, and I go up just a little bit. As soon as I start to see it cutting, I see a little section where it cut, then I move my lever to the next position from here, which is going to be the middle, and I blend up. So I'll go from closed, middle to open. I'll go from my 0, 1 to the 3. 1, 2, 3. You'll see. Hey, that rhymes. 0, 1, 2, 3. You'll see. I'm being real silly, y'all. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah, this is the halfway position with the 0 or 1/16. This is fully open. And I'm going up and I'm pulling out, and the reason I'm doing that is because the hair on top is longer, and I want to keep that hair up there long. I don't want to go into that section because the way that he styles his hair, that hair that you see hanging over, like that big bulky section, a lot of that is going to be combed to that direction, and I want it to blend well to that side because he actually parts his hair. He has a natural part, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So now I'm polishing this area, and polishing is very important for your fades. If you don't polish your fades, they're not going to look nice and blended or have that nice blurry look, especially on his texture of hair. He has like really soft, fine hair, and it's very dense. He has a lot of hair. And if you don't blend it properly, it's not going, you don't polish it, it's not going to look right. You're going to see every imperfection in this. You're going to see lines and stuff. So you want to make sure you're taking your time out to polishing your blends. And I show a lot of my polishing. So this is the one closed. Like I said, I blend up. So I went from my 0 closed, middle to all the way open. I'm going to do the same thing with my 1 closed, middle to open. So now I'm halfway with my 1 guard. I'm going up. And you're going to see me start to blend that bulky area in. And how you blend that bulky area in, and how do you know where to stop? You know, when you get to the ridge area of the head, you shouldn't go above that parietal ridge area. Once you get past that parietal ridge area, you don't need to do any more cutting, because it's gonna mess up the cut. You're gonna go too high, and that hair that he wants to come over is just not going to look right. It's look like it's going to be sitting on top of his head. So you want to pay attention to that. Once you get to your 3, you're pretty much done. So now I'm at my 2 closed. And you'll start to see that bulk disappear. Once you see that bulk area disappear, it's done. You don't really need to do anything else. You see, I'm combing it down because I want it to blend nice to that side, to the top. You see that picture that he looking at? Who was that? She was bad. I wonder who she was. I forgot. I don't know who he was talking about. Anyway, this is my 2 all the way open, and you're going to start to see that bulk area fade out. Can't hear on my right ear.
Well, he's almost done beating your ass. Come on, let's finish this thing. Listen, I can't do it. Get your ass over here so we can put you to sleep. Where the hell you think you're going? Get your ass back in there. Finish getting your ass kicked. Hey, fam, you don't.
I know y'all listen to Ha Ha Davis. That's my man. Guard. And so this is the 3 closing. Like I said, once you get to the 3 area, you're going to start to see that bulk disappear, and you want to just keep going until you don't see any more heavy bulk. And once the bulk is going and you comb it in any direction, you don't see any bulk, you're done. You might could do a little polishing, but that's it. So here's the polishing for this whole section. And polishing is very important. And as the video cuts, just watch how much more polished the blend is going to look. And I change the guards. I move the lever up and down when I see a dark spot. And that's how you polish. You use the corners. You don't have to use the whole blade. Just watch.
You could have grabbed a bar of soap in hope of being clean, amen? I ain't coming for all that. I just want to know if you can pray for me. Some of us came to church trying to slay. I'm going to pray for that weak ass head to the back. Amen? Fast, I can't get the word of God. Only word some of us need to know is 15 years. Some of us can. Take this stick. Toot that ass up. I'm going to let you make a call, but you ain't getting no motherfucking draws. You tripping. Whoever on that phone can listen to you moan.
Whoever on that phone can listen to you moan. So I'm still polishing. Look how nice and blurry that blend looks, because I took my time and I polished it. Polishing is everything.
Yo, them niggas.
So I don't like the guy Boot Gang. I just think he funny. Like, some shit he be doing is funny. Excuse my French. So this is what I was talking about. You want to comb and part the hair in a direction that is going to be styled and cut. That's what I was talking about. I wanted that section that I'm combing down to blend nice to that side, because he parts his hair. So I'm going to cut the top, cut into the guide. He said he wanted about 1 inch to 1/2 inch off. I'm going to comb, grab, and cut. Comb, grab, cut, straight to the back. And you're going to cut to your guide. You'll be able to see the section that you cut if you're doing it the right way. And same when I move to the side a little bit, I can see the other hair of the section that I just cut. So I just have to follow that all the way to the side. And then I'll show you guys how to blend that side, the top side, to the actual side of his head. This is not hard, it just takes practice. Don't be afraid to get in the cutting straight hair. So I'm going to comb that side and I'm going to cut whatever sticks out. And you have to change your body position too. Body position is everything. If you're in an awkward body position, it's going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to be able to cut it the right way. So pay attention to the position that I'm in. I'm in front of him. My hand is on his head. I have control. And use the chair. You see how I turned the chair? I didn't try to walk into him. Use the chair. A lot of barbers, they jump around their chair. They're moving around their client. Just use the chair. The chair spins for a reason. And this is not a barber chair. This is just a regular computer chair. Remember, this is a house cut. So this is just the scissor over comb. And what this is going to do is remove any excess bulk that's on that side. And this takes practice. You're not going to get it right away. It just takes practice, you guys. Practice on a mannequin or something. It's just one technique you can use. Just scissor over comb to get that bulk and remove some of that weight. So here I'm shaping them up using my ANDIS T outliners. Really light shape up, nothing too major. Look how nice and blended the haircut is. Took my time and I polished. Polishing is everything. And he wanted the front line shaped up, so when I shape up the front line, I just move the longer hair up with my comb and cut the little hairs underneath of it. I don't go to the long hairs and try to cut on the long hairs. I cut the little hairs that's at the bottom, as you can see me doing now. And this video doesn't have intro, so there is an outro, so you guys stay tuned. This is the finished product of the cut. Hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial, and I hope you learned something from it. The main thing I want you guys to get from it is polishing your blends. Make sure you're taking the time out to polish your blends and look for those dark spots and those lines of demarcation and learn how to blend them out and use different techniques to get those lines out and those dark spots out. The more you do that, the better your blends will look, the more blurry they'll look, but it takes time to develop that eye. So make sure you just using the mirror. The mirror will not lie to you. If you look at your fades in the mirror, I guarantee you'll see those dark spots and those lines, and they'll show you where you need to be to blend those dark spots out and those lines out. If you guys have any comments or questions about anything that I said or did in the video, don't be afraid to comment on the section below. I always do my best to respond to them as fast as I can. And y'all better start asking me now, because once this YouTube blow up, I might not be able to respond as fast because people always gonna have something to say. So make sure if you have any questions or it's things that you want to know now, ask me now while you can. But I'm always going to be available, whether it's here or on my Instagram. That's at TreyCuts with a Z underscore at the end. You can always reach me on there and check out my work on my Instagram page. Also, if this is your first video you watch, I want you to subscribe to my channel and like this channel. And the reason why is because when I hit 300, right now I'm at 270 subscribers. When I hit 300, I really want to do a giveaway. I don't know if it's going to be a gift card or clippers or some trimmers, but I want to do a giveaway when I get to 300. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video. If you have any comments, leave a comment. If you don't like my videos, give me a thumbs down, but make sure you tell me why. I hate when people give me thumbs down and they don't comment on why they do it. I call those people haters, because you're not telling me why you didn't like it. We always talk about that at my job. Like, there's a choice whether or not they get to give a thumbs up or thumbs down, but I always say, if you give me a thumbs down, tell me why. And I really appreciate it if you guys would tell me why if you give me a thumbs down, so I could make these videos a little bit better. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like I always say, like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.